to the launch of Emerge Livelihoods. Are we excited to be here? It doesn't seem like it. It's just this table right here that seems a bit excited. Are we excited at the back? We know what we're doing here? Are we aware of what we're doing here? All right, so I'd like to invite the guys that are sitting on my left by the garden, if we can all move by the conde so that we're able to hear one another and pay close attention to what will be happening tonight. My name is Martha Kajule. I will be your host for tonight. I am excited to be here. I'm excited to hear about what this launch is about, and I'm sure there are a couple more people that would like to also understand what is going on, right? So first of all, would like to pray. Can we please bow our heads and pray? Dear God, we thank you for today. We thank you for this beautiful opportunity that we've had to transition from Mzuzu E-Hub to Emerge Livelihoods. We're excited to be here, and we look forward to what this is about to be. May you be in this place. May you lead us in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. We have prayed. Amen. So we will quickly get into the program. As we can see, we're running a bit late. So first of all, I would like to, again, thank each and every partner, everybody who is excited to be here, the people that have funded the projects, for your presence here tonight. Right now, I'd like to invite the board chairperson of Emerge Livelihoods, Mr. Julius Ngoma, who is going to give us a keynote speech for tonight. A round of applause for Mr. Julius Ngoma.
Good evening. Do I really need a podium? I don't think so. But thank you, the moderator, Martha, for taking us through this part and really inviting us all to this colorful event. I'm so excited to be here in front on behalf of the Mzuzu E-Hub, formerly Mzuzu E-Hub, now Emerge Livelihoods. Can you say Emerge Livelihoods? Thank you. So formerly Mzuzu E-Hub, I'm here on behalf of the board to, first of all, welcome all of you to this colorful event. If you have not seen color in this event, then I think you don't deserve to be here, because I see a lot of color. Thank you. So welcome to this event. I know there are a lot of people who have come here from different sectors. I just want to recognize all the government officials that are part of this gathering, all the partners, funders that have been with us all these years. It's a 7-year journey that we've taken, that after reflecting, we are looking at how do we take another 7-year journey with a new brand, a new name, Emerge Livelihoods. But as we're trying to move along the different interventions we've done over the past 7 years, we've realized that taking a person or an individual, a community, change it, requires a lot of things. And perhaps when we're dealing on different issues to do with entrepreneurship and innovation for the last 7 years, our thinking was, if we can only deal with the technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship, then we are going to answer all the questions that we have in this country when it comes to poverty alleviation. But we've realized that poverty is not only about the economics, it's also about the mindset. It's also about any form of deprivation of an individual, which we needed to sit down and think through and see how best we want to contribute to the community by alleviating the poverty that is there. So we've done our search. We've actually we've done any other step that any other organization can take so that we are able to understand what are the needs of the human being. And as you all know, in this country, not only in Malawi, I think most of the countries in Africa and the least developed countries, we have been facing a lot of challenges. Employment is one of them. The issues to do with good health. We've actually been deprived of our own even human dignity because of the issues to do with environment and climate change. And I'm very passionate about climate change, by the way. And all sorts of problems that we've seen this country facing and suffering from. But we know from the problems, that's where solutions comes in. That's where you want to now work with your government to be able to address those particular challenges. I might not give you the statistics at the moment on top of my head, but we all agree that we have problems that we need to solve in this country. But that requires systematic thinking. It also requires what we call processes to help us to think through and be able to address the challenges in a holistic manner. If we are to solve all these challenges in the community, then we need to look at every other aspect of a human being, how they think, how they also operate in a community, and so on. The issues of mindset needs to be taken into consideration. We thank the government of Malawi for launching the Malawi Vision 2063. This is what we also has been driving us through and through as Mzuzu E-Hub, now Image Livelihoods. We've been looking at what is the vision that government is looking at, and what element of those visions or the vision that we can actually be able to contribute to. And the way we've actually started to craft our own, direction that our humble executive director is going to present is actually looking into all those elements of the human being. How do we address the issue of mindset? How do we address the issue of entrepreneurship? How do we bring in the issue of livelihoods in a holistic manner? Because even when you look at the environmental and even climate change-related challenges, you still need alternative livelihoods to any other individual that we want to reach out. And we've not been focusing on a region. I think when we were having one of the board meetings, I was actually talking to the board members to say, when you just say Mzuzu E-Hub, everyone else thinks this is a northern kind of organization. But for those that have actually interacted with Mzuzu E-Hub, we've actually been everywhere in Malawi. I think we deserve a round of applause, I think, because that's, for me, that's where we started actually thinking, to say, why should we be limited by a name, but why should we not transcend the boundaries? We are already doing a lot in terms of reaching out to the different communities, individuals, and so on and so forth. And if we can take it out as, looking at the different programs that can, support an individual to alleviate all this poverty, I think we can also register more impact, and even the stories can actually change from one stream of thinking to to actually 3 or 4 streams of thinking. So I wanted to just say these few words because I wanted to also give a chance to our executive director to also give us the perspective why we changed from Mzuzu E-Hub to Image Livelihoods, but also looking ahead, what is it that is in store for us? This is why we have, in this event, we are also even launching our new strategy so that you are able to understand where we're coming from and where do we want to go. And I invite all of you as partners to be able to also get a copy, reflect through our, the interventions, the goals and objectives that we are setting for the next 5 years, and be able to even come to partner with us more so that we're able to make the impact. The organization is actually growing exponentially. What is going to be presented here, I think, will be a shocker for some of us because, as I said, maybe we had a narrow kind of vision. Now we've actually broadened it up because instead of just doing a social enterprise, now we're getting into other aspects of human being. We want to provide to a human being in terms of non-profit. We also want to even bring in the element of financing towards any other intervention. We are ready to actually support the community and even to support the government of Malawi to realize the vision of Malawi 2063. I wanted to stop there and invite you to celebrate with us tonight in terms of the achievement we've had for the past 7 years, but also the new set of vision that we're actually putting forward. I hope we can all partake in this vision. Thank you so much.
Another round of applause. Thank you very much to Mr. Julius. So we can all tell that Mzuzu E-Hub has really been influential to so many people. And maybe if we hear it from the horse's mouth, it will become more of a reality to some of us. So right now we're going to have one of our beneficiaries that will be speaking of what impact Mzuzu E-Hub has had upon their lives. Yeah? So can we please have one of our beneficiaries that will be talking about the impact?
Okay, my name is Madaes Magombola, co-founder of Worldwide Joint Discoveries. So Worldwide Joint Discoveries is into ecotourism, whereby we leverage drone technology. So our services are as follows. We do tourism. Into tourism, we're having a camping site here in Usisia, and we also offer boat services to our tourists. And we also do video production. We kind of do the match with the drones. So it was in 2020 when I was at the technical college, and I used to just hear about Mzuzu E-Hub, but we decided to join a certain advert from 2022 that was announced. So we actually just tried to light something, and we were picked, and we actually went through the visitation program in 2022, and there was a pitching competition at the end of the program. Okay, so basically by profession I am an ICT person. Although I was in the business part, but we didn't have that kind of capacity building. So on the business perspective, I didn't know much about how we can run the business. So in terms of financial management, so during the program we were able to undergo a training which was about 2 months. So we learned financial management skills. The challenge was we are into business, but how the business can grow, that was the challenge. So with the training, it actually had an impact in our business. After the training, we are told that there is a pitch competition. So every business or every entrepreneur was asked to prepare a pitching. So we did our pitching, and there was a day that we presented. But what I think our pitch stands in the first position was because of the technology that we implemented. Although at that time we were just having ideas that we wanted to be having drones, wanted to do this, but with the impact that we presented, the judges were convinced that the technology can actually have an impact in our society and in our business. This is a water drone. It's called a Power Vision Dolphin. So actually what we are doing here at Worldwide Joint Discovery, because I also highlighted what we are into tourism. So the drone part is helping us in recreation fishing. We actually have a boat, and we want to be taking tourists inside the lake so that they can appreciate the marine world and our Lake Malawi. So the drone will be used to showcase what's down in the lake, and they'll be able to appreciate. We don't want to disturb the ecosystem, but we just want the tourists to appreciate what Malawi has and what Malawi can offer. And we are working with Beach Village Committee here in Usisha, whereby we want to try to preserve fish. So the Beach Village committees, they are creating fish sanctuaries, whereby the drone will also act as a thing that will monitor the sanctuaries. So for activities that people are illegal fishing in the sanctuary, we can also use the drone to monitor those places. You can also hook some life-saving materials at the back, and you can also send it. It can also help in emergency parts. We wanted also maybe in the future to have those drones that can transport actually big cargo like medicine and what, so that we can also work with the healthy part. It's also an opportunity that if maybe we can have this kind of drones, we can also be able to help in transporting essential goods like the medicine, and also maybe sometimes people can have agency messages like the letters, application letter. We can also put that in impact, because we are entrepreneurs, so we need to think outside the box. So whatever we see an opportunity, we want to grab it and work on it. When the business started, and from the grant that we have, we are also able to secure a land that is here in Usisia, and we also have a small office that we are trying to build up. It has helped us because we actually had a vision, but now things are coming to reality. And also the other thing is, with the funding that we got from Mzuzu E-Hub, we were able to have the water drone, and also the other funding, we were able to also to secure the boat and the flying drone. So the business has been growing. We have an office in Mzuzu whereby we are also exposed to the market. So we are trying also to get a market share through the space that Mzuzu E-Hub has granted us to rent, and also to have that visibility.
Say thank you to Madali Tsomakombola for sharing their story. There are more beneficiaries that Mzuzu E-Hub has had over the past years. We could only fit in one in this particular program, but there's so many other stories that a lot more could have been able to tell. So we're going to move forward with our program. I would like to introduce our managing director. Wangiwe Joanna Kambuzi, who is going to be talking about the transition from Mzuzu E-Hub to Emerge Livelihoods. A round of applause, please.
Mzuzu E-Hub is an entrepreneurship, technology and innovation hub that was registered in 2017 with initial operations beginning in 2018 towards providing emerging entrepreneurs the rightful support that will actually amplify their growth and success. So we've been working towards providing community building interventions in different dimensions through enterprise development solutions that include business incubation, acceleration, as well as investment support. And why we've been doing this is because startups actually have a 90% failure rate, and we know that Malawi has a growing unemployment rate, leading to most of our young people venturing into businesses because that's a way of them actually having access to employment, but also self-reliance opportunities that actually support their household and increase their revenues. And with the programming that we've been providing them, it has actually supported them to actually establish businesses, but also learn how to manage the businesses and also grow teams and also support communities towards development and also improving the environment. And to date, I'm very happy to say that we've been able to support up to 431 emerging entrepreneurs that actually have a 46.5% rating for female participation, which is actually a plus. And we also managed to fund up to 55 with investment support amounting $92,000. The seed capital was ranging from $500 to $5,000, and it has also actually supported them to be able to use the funding to actually purchase equipment and also amplify their productivity. And over the course of the journey, we were also able to provide digital inclusion interventions, knowing very much that in Malawi, we have a huge digital divide, and that is leading to a lot of digital literacy amongst our communities. And with our interventions, we're looking at how do we not leave anyone behind and make sure every person has access to digital technologies that they're able to use on a day-to-day life and also be able to participate in the digital economy. So in 2020, we established what we call the Media and ICT Literacy Education Program. In short, it's called MILE. And through this program, we've been able to provide digital skills trainings for young people as well as children, and also provide awareness and sensitization, especially targeting schools and communities, even the elderly, to make sure that they have a better understanding on how they can use technologies on a day-to-day life. And we fully understand as well the importance of ecosystem engagement. That is why we also launched the programming around implementation of hackathons as well as ideathons, just to co-create different solutions in our communities and make sure that the solutions have a digital context. And I'm very happy again that to date, we've actually trained up to 1,377 children, as well as young men and women in digital skills, with up to 70% being able to actually access internship and apprenticeship that has actually supported them to also acquire employability and job market skills. And at the same time, we've also reached out to over 5,000 individuals with digital information services that they're also able to use on a day-to-day life in terms of how they are able to amplify their productivity using technology. And most exciting, we also implemented the Tech Talk Partner Forum, bringing together different organizations to co-create different solutions, how we can foster collaboration and sustainability of these interventions, making sure that communities are becoming better and also that our collaboration is fostering meaningful impact. And overall, about 50 innovations were developed in education, internet safety, child protection, as well as climate change and disaster risk management. So overall, Mzuzu E-Hub has been a dynamic and dedicated organization towards fostering innovation across communities. And we've grown from a team of 3 in 2019, and to date we are proud to have a team of 16 that is actually working so hard towards curbing issues to do with failure in business, but also amplifying digital inclusion across communities. As we were closing the year 2023, we also phased out our initial strategic plan that was launched in 2018, closing out a 5-year chapter of amazing work in the different sectors that we've basically supported, and also reaching out to young men and women, as well as different communities across Malawi. And in 2024, we took a lot of time as a team and also with our community towards reflecting on the journey and learning from the experiences in terms of what worked well, what hasn't worked well, and what do we need to actually unlearn as well as relearn as we move forward. And one of the key components that we actually understood was the fact that we had fully finalized the strategic plan and managed to achieve all the objectives that we had highlighted initially, including setting up the co-working facilities, different programming that we had also introduced, including the Biskupation and Mao program, and also setting up the leadership and governance, which was the board that we've had that has 3 amazing leadership, as well as myself, making sure that the organization has strengthened leadership as a whole. And on the same, we also took time to fully understand what our growth and sustainability journey looks like, which is basically where we are now, thinking more about what does the future hold, what does the next 5 years look like, and basically how do we actually position ourselves in the entrepreneurship and innovation ecosystem to make sure that our work is not just leading to impact, but has a lot of sustainability in it that can actually withstand a huge and long-term phase out on the end. As we took time to reflect on the previous brand that we've been working on, which is Mzuzu E-Hub, we realized that there were a few gaps that actually contributed to various limitations, including the geographical location, and at the same time also positioning for collaboration with different community partners as well as investors. And one of the key components we came up with was changing the organization's name, and I'm very proud to announce our new brand name, which is Emerge Livelihoods. And why emerge? To emerge is to rise above the status quo, which is what we actually intend to do at this stage, to become a sustainable organization, fostering community engagement, but also environmental transformation across communities, and at the same time creating private sector opportunities, making sure that the communities become self-reliant. And that's exactly why we have livelihoods in the name. And on the same, we actually realized that there's a lot of freshness coming in because we're getting a fresh start. And if you look at our branding colors, we basically combined blue and green, and the green represents the fresh start. And on the same, we have the dark purple, which actually symbolizes creativity and innovation. And these two are coming in because we want to foster a lot of innovation amongst our communities, making sure that we're actually investing this innovation and making sure it's contributing to problem solving for different societal problems that the communities face. So something exciting we're also launching on top of Emerge Livelihoods is the Emerge Fund. Very excited to actually announce that this fund will actually be providing transformative financial solutions for our community of micro, small, and medium enterprises, knowing very much that 41% of entrepreneurs in Malawi cite that they struggle with access to finance. So what more are you waiting for? get to know more about the fund, get to engage with us at Emerge Livelihoods. We look forward to collaborating with you all and creating meaningful impact in the entrepreneurship and innovation ecosystem across Malawi as well as Africa. Thank you.
Very exciting. I see Wangiwe in the audience. Congratulations in advance. We haven't officially launched yet. We're going to do it together, yeah? So please relax. We're getting there. So we're still going to be talking about the history and where we're going, yeah? So in the past 7 years, Mzuzu E-Hub has had different development and strategic partners who will have the honor, we are having the honor to hear from them, to hear how much they have grown. Mzuzu E-Hub has grown to get where we are right now. So right now, I would like to invite our first strategic and development partner, Ms. Patricia Malila, who is from Seagull Family Foundation. A round of applause.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here today. I remember sitting at the Lilongwe Wildlife Center in 2018 with Wangi, our SI consultants, Dee and Maria, where she was telling us about, this big vision that she had for Mzuzu E-Hub, well, now Emerge Livelihoods, and really telling us about, why they want to be part of our social impact incubator, why they want to be part of this community that we have at Seagull Family Foundation. A bit about us. Our partners are, what we call rock stars. They're organizations who are guided by passion for supporting the underserved. They are visionary and bold with their ambitions and can demonstrate impact and effectiveness of their work. We saw all these qualities in Emerge Livelihoods, and that's why they successfully joined our grants portfolio in 2019 and were also selected to be part of our African Visionary Fellowship in 2021. Our continued support and funding over the years really demonstrates our confidence in their work, in their team, in their leadership, and also just their commitment to the community of entrepreneurs that they serve. Another milestone that I can't miss is that in 2019, they were awarded as our SII Community Builder, which is, an award that's really important to us. At the foundation, we speak about our values a lot, and one of those is around building community. We seek to build a community of creative collaborators who are working across sub-Saharan Africa. They're working in different sectors. They're at different stages of growth. But we think it's really important to have that peer connection and joining forces to have a deeper impact. And this was something that, Wangiwe and the team have continued to live from 2018 onwards, both in the way that they've collaborated with other organizations in joint programming to increase their reach. They've mentioned that they've worked across most of the districts here in Malawi, and also in the ways that as individuals on the team, they've all connected with several peers across East and Southern Africa through their thought partnership and also just building lifelong friendships. So we see them as an active contributor in our Southern Africa community. And I think this is why you can see so many of our other partners who are also here today and have been, along with the team through this journey. The launch of Emerge Livelihoods marks a significant milestone in the organization's growth journey. This new identity and brand demonstrates the already powerful role that they're playing in the social entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Malawi, but also showcases the diversity of their work that they've been doing for a long time. So it's fitting that they now have a brand that demonstrates all the holistic services that they provide. So we're all really excited to see what's next for them and just celebrate with them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Patricia. Just a reminder, the speeches are not going to be forever, and we're here for this. So would really love to have your attention. I know that the drinks are flowing and we're having a good time, but let's please just pay attention to what is being said so that you understand exactly what is going on. If we could gather all around here, that would be great. So like I said, we're going to be hearing from two strategic and development partners. So I'd like to call the second partner that we have, who is Mr. Godfrey Mpande from World University Services of Canada.
All right, so good evening, everyone. I'm also very excited to be here to celebrate with Image Livelihoods. It's a great honor today to celebrate, actually. For me, it's actually a momentous occasion, very exciting new chapter for Image Livelihoods, which I see as a dynamic organization. So the rebranding for us at WUSC, and by the way, WUSC is a Canadian non-profit development organization that's working in Africa and other parts of the world to support young people. And we do support young people through collaboration, through partnerships with local organizations, such as Image Livelihoods. We at WUSC are really a proud partner of Image Livelihoods, formerly Mzuzu Entrepreneurship Hub. Over the last, I would say 5 to 6 years, we have really witnessed firsthand, the growth, the unwavering commitment to help young Malawians realize their social and economic dreams. So this organization is not only a social enterprise, it's actually, for us, we see it as a beacon of hope for young Malawians. We see it as a catalyst for positive change in our society here in Malawi. They are contributing to locally driven solutions to transform this country. So for me, the rebranding is not just a change of name or logo. It's actually a reflection, like Patricia said, it's a reflection of the growth, the evolution. It's a bold statement about the future of Image Livelihoods. So it also signals a dedication to leadership development, education and skills training, and sustainable entrepreneurship. So these 3 statements that I've made are actually coming from the new Image Livelihoods website. So I visited the website this morning, the new one. So that's part of the excitement. So this occasion is a renewed sense of purpose for Image Livelihoods, reinvigorated spirit, and I think they are recommitting themselves to the mission. So our expectation is that they will be empowering other people, Malawians, and also coming from the stated mission, going beyond Malawi. So it's a really big ambition. So at WUSC, we believe in the power of collaboration, and we are really thrilled to continue to work with Image Livelihoods on their journey to create and facilitate growth for aspiring Malawians. And I think that as we continue to work together, we can achieve greater things as collaborators. So I would like to end on a toast. So a toast to Image Livelihoods. Let me just grab my drink over there. Thanks, Richard. So I hope everyone has a drink. Please grab a drink wherever you are. So this is a toast to the unwavering dedication of the Image Livelihood Board. We heard from the chair. We also heard from Wangiwe, and we also heard from one participant, a beneficiary who has actually benefited from the organization. And there are many members of the team here. They are partners, they are stakeholders, they are funders, network members, and friends are here to celebrate the relentless pursuit of excellence from Image Livelihoods. So like the chair said, there is color here. And also, Wangi, we talked about color on the logo. That's all inspiring. So, congratulations to these great milestones. And here is to greater and a brighter future for Image Livelihoods. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Godfrey. We appreciate the toast. But the time is now here, where we're about to launch in a few seconds. So I'd like you guys to do something for me. We're going to count down. So please tell your neighbor, like, do you know how to count down? Down. We're counting down, not up. So it's not the usual 1, 2, 3. We're counting from 5, going down. So I need all of us to be on board, because we're about to do that now. So the moment we say 1, right after, in that particular second, there's always confusion. Like, are we doing it on 1 or after we say 1? Maybe let me ask Wangi, what do you want us to do? After we say 1 or at 1? So we're saying 1 in this countdown. So after we say 1, we're going to all shout, Emerge Livelihoods. Is that okay? Are we all on the same page? Instructions. We're repeating this so that no one is left behind. We don't want to get to 1 and someone is still at 5. So we're counting down from 5 to 1. And after 1, we're all shouting Emerge Livelihoods and we'll toast. So that toast, we're going to do it again. Yeah? So can I have the countdown, please? Are we excited? Merge Livelihoods. We have officially launched, yes? Are we all on the same page? We have officially launched. So let's not go back and say, well, Mzuzu E-Hub. No. Emerge Livelihoods, yeah? So as we've started to embark on Emerge Livelihoods, we have developed a strategic plan that we'll be sharing with you. We planned this out perfectly. So I'd like to see a QR code that is going to be displayed on the screen. And I'll give you guys an opportunity. I am encouraging you to scan it so that you see what we're on about. So can we please get the QR code displayed on the screen? I will even take out my phone so that we're all doing it. I don't want to see someone not doing it and catch offense. That was very fast. It's not going to take too long. Do we all have it? Do we need to talk about how we can scan? Oh, yes. We have some people that were born in a very interesting time. So can we please just take a look at our neighbor's phone and say, well, you should go here so that you can scan. Have we all scanned it? Should I go around checking? So as Mr. Godfrey had mentioned, that we have a new website as well. So when you go to the website, I'd like to believe that we're going to see that now as well. Have we? Okay, hold on. There are other people that were born at a very strange time. They're still scanning. So we're going to give that at least 10 minutes. I'm joking. You have a few seconds to scan the QR code. Is there anyone still scanning? Okay. Are we all good? Do we have it? Okay, I see one more person. We wouldn't want someone going home saying, no, but they didn't give us enough time. Have we all scanned the QR code? I would like to believe we have. Okay, so now I can see we're all busy on our phones trying to see what this strategic plan is. So I'll ask for another favor. I know the favors are now getting out of hand, but I'll ask that we go through that strategic plan at home. Now, I just needed you guys to do it now because we usually like to say I'll do it later and then we don't do it. So we're going to be wrapping up at 9 o'clock. You'll have at least an hour before bedtime to go through that strategic plan. Today we're all about emerged livelihoods, so we're going to sleep while looking at something concerning emerged livelihoods. So please let's go through it while we're at home. So now, like we mentioned, that we have a new website. That's very exciting. It's great that other people are already looking at it, but we're going to see what we'll see when we go to this new website. Now, you may be thinking, I think I saw Angiwe somewhere. Why are we listening to her speak on the screen, right? Are we still here? Okay. So right now we have the opportunity. This is not going to happen too often, maybe. So we have the opportunity to hear from our managing director, Wangiwe Joanna. Can we please clap as she comes and speaks?
All right, this has been so exciting. Who's that screaming sound? Okay, great. Good evening again, everyone. welcome again. I know I was there on video looking so tired. That video was taken at night. And it's just nice to see myself speaking from the audience. Congratulations to the team, the board, our partners, everyone who's present today. And we made it happen. So let's clap for ourselves. Yeah, so we might be wondering, what does the future look like? And obviously, we are going to go home, read through our strategy, or go through our website. But I'll be here today to just really tell a few things about what Emerge Livelihoods looks like. So the bigger question has always been on our mind every day, which is, what does the future look like? And maybe just to probe one or two people in the audience, what are some of the expectations you have from Emerge Livelihoods? I know, Godfrey, you're smiling. Can you be the first one to ask?
Our expectations?
Yes.
That to reach all the corners as an organization.
Okay.
And go beyond. And go beyond. Because I know that that's the application. But that's my expectation.
How much are you investing? Perfect. All right, anyone else have a question around what they're expecting to hear about Emerge Livelihoods? Beatrice, you are smiling and you're looking aside. I've seen you. What are you expecting?
Something good, something different from what you're already doing.
Okay.
We know what you're capable of doing, what you've already done, but what's new, really?
What's new? I love that. Okay, one last person I see. Rhoda, you are smiling. I'm catching everyone who's smiling at me right now.
Yeah.
Or is it Vincent?
I was trying to hide.
Okay.
I think the whole idea of a fund is what is very interesting to me. I think you've had a lot of experience, what has been going on in the ecosystem, and you really know that we need a fund. So I think bringing that out is very exciting for me. I'm looking forward to see how it goes.
Perfect. So it's really nice to see that you're all correct. But yeah, let's hear from Rhoda, the last one. There.
Hello. My expectation is to see how big you're going to go. In terms of sustainability part, that's another thing we are looking forward to, apart from the donor funding money. But as Emerge Livelihood, what other things are you going to do to grow, not depending on the donor sector?
I feel like you've all done a great job to explain everything on my behalf. All right, great. So I'm going to start by highlighting how our organizational structure looks like. And Emerge Livelihoods is basically the mother organization, which is registered as a nonprofit organization. And basically our vision is to foster a thriving ecosystem. Mark the word ecosystem, that will actually amplify the self-reliance of individuals as well as communities in Malawi and beyond. The beyond is limitless, it's endless, and we're happy to explore wherever it's going to take us. And at the same time, we are here with our mission to advance transformative solutions that will actually leverage technology, promote inclusivity as well as collaboration to better communities as well as individuals across Malawi and beyond again. Makes sense? I hope we're together. Yeah, so basically a bit of twist to our core values. Everything still remains what we were leveraging before as Mzuzu E-Hub, but we've basically added a new component to our core values. So at this point, we are fostering inclusivity. We really want to have diversity in who we work with. We're not limited to young people, so which is really exciting because everyone kept coming, we need your services, but then you always focus on young people. Now we're inclusive as we can be, so you can definitely get excited around that. And we're still a resilient organization. We're not working in the best market, but we believe that we're still going to thrive no matter whatever hardship we encounter. And we're also supporting communities to attain the same resilience as we go. And we also are getting into this brand full of passion. So passionate is one of our core values again. And also we want to adopt a lot of innovation. We're not stuck. We're not going to be stagnant. We're willing to actually adjust as we also improve the work we're doing, and also that we're going to actually continue doing whilst making sure it's very creative and innovative. So now what initiatives are we coming up with? First up, we have 2 subsidiaries which are for-profit entities, and that is Emerge Ventures. And Emerge Ventures is going to actually provide business advisory as well as also promote venture building. So we don't also have a limit on what ventures we're going to build, but our investments will basically be in agriculture, tourism, and real estate. So you can definitely get excited, Rhoda, because there is sustainability. We're not always going to focus on grants. We're doing business. We're here to build businesses. And the second subsidiary is called Emerge Fund, which we will be launching after I speak today. An Emerge Fund is basically an investment fund that we're actually launching in collaboration with OVO. I hope they're watching online somewhere. Thank you so much for the support. OVO is a Belgium nonprofit, which basically it's a Flemish word. I will not say the Flemish one, but the English version is Entrepreneurs for Entrepreneurs. So as a partner, they basically provided us initial capital up to 120,000 euros to set up this investment fund. And before I proceed, I am going to call upon 3 of our key board of directors that we're actually going to introduce in front. So there is Richard Chongo. Please come in front. Richard is the country director for Opportunity International Limited, and he is going to join Emerge Fund as one of the board of directors. And next up, we have Veronica Nkoma Gumbo, who is a risk management specialist at Export Development Fund. They come with fancy titles. And lastly, we also have Henry Salzande, who is the Chief Technology Officer and co-founder at Angle Dimension. Yeah, so I'm so proud to have these 3 amazing people on the board. I have a bit of financial background, but they sure do come in with a lot of experience. And we're going to raise this fund from this baby into a $1.5 million fund in the next 3 years. And yeah, it's a goal we want to achieve. Thank you. Yeah, so that's it about the organizational structure. And to be aware that the nonprofit has its own team. So when you visit our website as Emerge Livelihoods, you will definitely see the team. If you also visit the Emerge Fund website, you also be able to see the team that's going to work in the fund. And Emerge Ventures will also be able to have its own separate team. And lastly, to proceed, now what does Emerge Livelihoods have as its major initiatives? So what we have is a pool of pathways that are going to contribute not just to the livelihoods, but the landscapes. So we do know what landscapes is all about, right? We are fully aware there's climate change that is existent. We initially have been doing so much investment around it, but it was not very clear as a cross-cutting issue that we really want to invest in. This is why we don't just want to invest in people, but we're also investing in places, and that's why the landscapes come in. And as we also continue to invest in human capital development, we're introducing what we call the Emerge Learn, which formerly is the Media and ICT Literacy Education Program. And Emerge Learn is basically going to foster leadership development, education and training, not just in digital skills. And beyond that, we will be also launching other sectors that we will be training our diverse individuals, especially young people, in this initiative to make sure that they're able to transition into better leaders, that they're also able to contribute towards creating innovative solutions that are also serving their communities in Malawi and beyond. And the second one is what we're calling the Emerge 4Biz. We haven't stopped doing incubation at all. It's still our core business, but something new, we're introducing acceleration. Yes. Our plan is to invest in getting some of the micro, small, and medium enterprises to become high growth potential businesses that will be able to create employment for different individuals across the country. One initiative that we're already introducing early next year is in partnership with Village Capital. Of course, you'll probably get the announcement soon. But we are going to actually run an acceleration program focused on sustainable entrepreneurship, getting businesses that are focused on climate adaptation, as well as also renewable energy and climate smart agriculture. So I'm very excited, and I hope you're also excited for Malawi. And again, those that go through the acceleration and incubation can be able to access funding from Emerge Fund. They are actually the priority. So we're not going to look beyond external before our own internal ones are able to access that. And in addition, we're also introducing the She Emerge initiative. All those for girls and women. Yeah, so basically, we've been reflecting a lot around how to become a very gender-centric organization. And one of the core initiatives we are happy to actually establish is our investment towards amplifying the voices of girls and women across all the programs that we'll be running, from the leadership development, education and training, as well as also entrepreneurship development support. So very key is that if you see most of the programs, they will definitely focus on women and girls. Yeah. So, did I leave out anything? I mentioned that. Twambi is sneak peeking on the side. Yeah, so basically, again, we have Emerge Learn, we have Emerge for Bees, we have Emerge Fund, She Emerge. But another thing that we haven't stopped doing is the Emerge Hub. So E-Hub is not dead. There is now what we're calling Emerge Hub. And one of the core things I'm very excited to announce is we've officially also started a very big project in Mzuzu, because that's where we've been headquartered. So we're constructing our very first technology and innovation hub in Malawi. And we will definitely be able to continue collaborating with different organizations, both locally and internationally, towards establishing community impact hubs, because we believe in the rural communities is where the people are, and that's where we also want to provide access to the relevant infrastructure and the services that they need to basically get their ideas into life. So now you know about Emerge Livelihoods. Are we happy? Are we excited? All righty, so I'm gonna give it back to Martha, because now we're going to officially launch Emerge Fund. I'll need you here. Okay.
So I'm not going to let her go. Can she get a drink? We're doing the last toast because we're about to launch something else. Yeah? So can we please get a drink for Wangi? Good question. So we're going to do another countdown. So for those that missed the first one, I'm giving you another chance. And then when we launch Emerge Fund, we will toast. So you'll do a cheers to whoever you're standing close to. So if the person you're standing close to you don't really like, please move now so that you have enough time to cheers to someone you actually like. Does everybody have a drink? Do we all have a drink? Are we ready to toast to Emerge Fund? Can we please get a countdown from 5?
Thank you. Okay, so I get to go back.
A round of applause for Angiwe. All right, so I really wanted to give you some time to mingle. So right now, I'd like to call Litness Chaima to give our closing remarks. And then after that, you can make that noise you guys have been making. We'll have some snacks going around, so please take time to mingle with people, ask questions, and, create friendships and connections. A round of applause for Litness.
Thank you very much, Martha. And hello. Hello. I just want to make sure that everyone is here. I hear a lot of chattering, and I see a lot of drinks going around. So it has been a good evening, right? But before I give the closing remarks, there is one thing that we forgot to do. As Wangiwa was explaining the Image Fund, we also have a separate website for the Image Fund. So let me ask our tech guys to just run down the Image Fund website. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause for the Image Fund website. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an entire hour where we are going to be able to network, but I would implore you to give me your attention. Hastings, sorry to put you on the spot, but if I find another person speaking again, I'll call you out. We would like to thank every one of you that came to today's launch. We do not take your presence here for granted. This whole event wasn't going to be successful without your presence. Would like to acknowledge all the partners that have been present here tonight, government officials, development partners, the civil society organizations, as well as the entire ecosystem that we work with. As we embark as Image Livelihoods, we are very excited. The past 7 years have been about growth. They've been about innovation, resilience, visionary, and all the core values that we stand for as Image Livelihoods. It hasn't been an easy journey, but we made it through because of your support. And as we start as Image Livelihoods, we are talking about creating possibilities for everyone to thrive. We cannot do this alone. That's why you're here tonight. Therefore, let me extend our gratitude as an organization, and let me thank every one of you that came here tonight. We are still on a journey where we would like to make impact for the rural as well as urban Malawian. And our vision is not just to work in Malawi. We have a bigger vision to even go beyond Malawi. And we know it's very much possible. So one day, who knows, we could come here and celebrate our international milestones. So as we go through the new journey that we have embarked on, let us hold hands. We believe that if you go alone, you can only go a few steps. But if we go together, we believe that the impact is going to be very big. And we believe that everyone has a possibility to change one life at a time. Having said that, I would like to declare the Image Livelihoods brand officially launched.